Hopefully we don't have any trouble checking into Turkey. Bye-bye, Greece.
We're in Turkish waters.
I'm Janae, and this is Jason. We've embarked on the adventure of a lifetime. We're two ocean-loving Aussies travelling the world by sailboat and making movies along the way. We're not ready to settle down before experiencing what the world has to offer. Life doesn't always offer second chances. Sometimes it is now or never. Tune in every week for new episodes. Enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe. What is wrong with you, you toss bag? What the
What are you doing, bro?
What you just saw really shook us up. We were keeping a watch and there were no other boats close by. All of a sudden, Jason checked behind him and this big ship had come super close up behind us out of nowhere. As we were under sail, we had right of way and should have been the stand-on vessel. So we kept a watch thinking he was going to turn behind us, which he had plenty of room to do. Instead of slowing down or slightly turning to go behind us in the direction he was going anyway, he kept getting closer very quickly and started to speed up to cut across the front of us. At the very last minute, once we realised he wasn't going to give way, we had to attempt to pull the sails in so we could take control of our boat and turn out of the way to avoid collision. By the time we were able to do this, we were a matter of 1 or 2 metres from something catastrophic. We did this in a panic while they just stood there looking at us. It was like the captain deliberately came towards us to create drama. I got that on film. I'm shaking. I'm pretty sure I got his shipping number. I should get on the computer.
Actual though. Seriously. We were under sail, we had right away just then.
It's fully twisted,
Yeah, I can see that.
Man, I'm shaking with adrenaline. I didn't realise it's I'm like, babe, I think we need to do something. Fucking come.
Yeah, I know.
And then he just started he literally just started beating towards us to get past us. Coming into our first anchorage now in Samos, which is our last Greek island, we think. Whoa. Yeah, these couple of islands are much more green than the last 10 or 15 islands we've been to. Kind of like we're around Carter again. Anything to say?
I don't like strong winds.
Neither. I don't think anyone does. Tell people on camera what happened. I'm filming.
Oh yeah, we had a shipping. I was FaceTiming my mum and just watching everything, and then all of a sudden we had a shipping container coming straight for us this way.
A shipping container ship, you should say.
Yeah, no containers on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was 40 metres away when I noticed it, and it's heading basically straight in the direction we're heading for. And we had our sails up, we weren't motoring, we were just completely sailing, and
We decided to basically stand on because he's supposed to be the giveaway vessel, thinking he would turn around, like turn a little bit or slow down or...
Yeah, we thought he would either go in front of us, start speeding up, and then he all of a sudden started speeding up.
But it was like too late, wasn't it?
Late.
Yeah.
We were like going to head right into the middle of his ship. And we had to start taking the sails down. And it was so panicky, we didn't really know what to do. But we kind of half took the sail down. I started the motor.
And just ripped the boat sideways.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to turn the boat. It was in autopilot. So take the autopilot off. We ended up, probably like a metre away from the boat by the time we turned.
And they literally, there was about 2 or 3 guys on there and they just stared at us. They just looked at us. Didn't beat the horn, didn't say a thing, just sped the boat up.
Yeah.
Like, all they had to do was just turn to go behind us, which is what they should have done. And they decided to just come straight for us and then instead of speeding up a long time ago to well and truly get in front of us, they decided to speed up right at the last second just to be assholes, basically. So we basically almost got plowed over. We would have had a damaged boat. So that would have been fun. We managed to just pull up at our first town quay successfully. Very nervous, but we thought it's probably the best time to try. There's pretty much no one around, no one to really watch us, to embarrass us. The only thing was a little bit of wind, but yeah, we did okay. Had to readjust the lines a little bit, but I'll show you.
Very proud of ourselves. It did take us 2 guys, but we got there. It was quite hard because there was no one on the dock to help us out. So we kind of just had to do it ourselves. Janae was on the anchor and then she had to come down and jump off the boat. And we had, I don't know, we probably had about 15 knots of wind pushing us sideways. By the time she got off the boat, we moved about 5-6 meters, but seems to be okay now. We're on the piss a little bit, but there's nothing wrong with being on the piss, is there, hon?
Please look at the bottom. Any funny fishes? Any crabs? Feeding the kitties of Samos.
There's our boat. Stern two. You ripper.
I know, we keep going on about it, but we're pretty proud of our efforts.
It's our last day in Greece today. Well, it's the second last day, it's our last night. Gonna do some shopping and we've got to check out, which is going to be intimidating, I'm sure, because we've never done it before and I heard that can be a bit of sometimes, but we'll see how we go.
We're a little bit nervous because you know what immigration and customs can be like. So
my heart's racing right now.
We're not even going there yet. We've still got to print stuff, but we're just hoping we've got all the documents and we're worried about, we're not sure if we really have the right kind of document for showing that the VAT's paid and they can really like make a problem out of that.
They could make us pay the VAT, which we can't really afford, to be honest.
Well, we'll be coming home if we have to do that.
But we shouldn't have to pay it because it has been paid.
So yeah, we're just going to find somewhere to print this stuff and then we've got to go to the police station, we believe, and then to Port Authority. So we'll get our passports stamped out first and then we take all of our boat documentation to Port Authority.
So yeah, fingers crossed it all goes well. We'll let you know how it goes. I don't think we can film inside.
We definitely can't. Let's not
There
piss them off anyway.
Been to the port police and then she's looked at our documents and said we have to go to immigration. It's about a 15-minute walk and we get there and she's taken all our passport and everything there and our documents and then they've got no electricity, so now we've got to walk 15 minutes back to the police station and then we've got to walk back here again to see Port Authority.
And
good fun.
Or whatever.
Anyway, We
Should have worn my exercise gear.
We need the exercise.
I realised I was doing like a 5-kilometre walk today.
We've just checked out. We didn't. I don't think we needed to go to Port Authority because he just looked over our documents and that was it. And he said you were fine to go. No stamps or anything.
Hopefully we don't have any trouble checking into Turkey.
Or checking back into Greece when we come back.
Yeah.
But we'll find out soon. But that was a pretty smooth process, really. So now we are celebrating with our last euros because we won't be able to have them for 3 months.
Yeah, we might be able to find something similar in, well, kebab in Turkey.
We might have to make them ourselves.
I think we can go out without for 3 months. We've only had like 5 or 6 of them. We actually haven't eaten that many. Oh yeah. I got something a little different and got the Caesar pizza. 4 kilos? We're off. Checked out of Samos and now we're on our way to Agathonisi, I think it's called. I'll have to check that. So this will be our last night in Greece and basically just like a halfway point between here and where we check into Turkey. So, and then tomorrow morning we'll be off to Turkey. After a bit of a rough week, we weren't counting on the checkout process going smoothly. But luckily, Greece gave us a pretty warm goodbye. Everything was nice and easy and we were checked out in no time. We had an amazing last sail in Greece. We sailed downwind, riding the swell and reaching our highest speed yet of 10 knots. We sailed a couple of hours into the darkness and watched a stunning sunset before pulling up at our last Greek anchorage. Bye bye Greece!
See you in 3 months.
Yeah.
Or
About to say that.
maybe longer, not sure.
Exactly that.
We have officially crossed the line, this red line here, which means we're in Turkish waters. Pretty cool to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
You can see another sailboat over there.
Yeah, that's all that too. Looks like there might be a little bit going on over there. Yeah, we're excited to see what all the buildings look like and the mosques. And
What the fuss is about.
yeah. Excited to try some Turkish food.
We'll probably get over that in a couple of weeks.
Probably. It'll be interesting to see if they have any more variety than what they do in Greece. We love Greece and Greek food, but you do get a little bit sick of it when it's like you can basically only get Greek, maybe a little bit of Turkish food because it's kind of similar,
And Italian. But we do like it, but in Australia we've got so much variety of food,
Yeah.
which we're really spoiled.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is. We can't complain too much. Look where we are.
Yeah, and we mostly cook ourselves anyway on the boat. We probably only have like a couple of meals out per week, so but maybe we'll do it more often here if it's cheap. It's cheap and there is a little bit more variety.
Because we're bloody tight asses.
We're not tight asses, we just have to be careful with money. I mean, actually, you're a tight ass. But for good reason. Someone's going to rein it in.
That's right.
Normally it's me. Whoa. Careful, huh?
I'm just going to sit down and do it. We are changing the flag.
We're in Turkish waters now, so we officially have to change flag.
I think it's disrespectful if you don't.
It's just a courtesy flag. Put it on properly this time. It's gonna be there for 3 months. Looks a bit crinkled. There you go.
Itself.
We're gonna finally put up our little Aussie flag because we haven't had it on the boat the whole time, even though we bought it before we left.
I don't know if we're actually allowed to fly this up, but we'll soon find out.
We can do whatever we want. It's our boat.
Oh, language. Welcome. Yeah, see this one's just in Turk. Yeah.
Baby better fix it. Hello, Turkey. So we're coming into the Didim area, and we just have to, we're going to anchor in the bay near the marina, and then we meet our agent who helps us with our passports, stamps, and checking the boat into the country and everything like that. And then we're free to go. We can go and explore. Very excited.
You have to have an agent in Turkey. You can't, there's no other way to check in that I'm aware of.
Yeah, you're not, I think since COVID, they've basically made it compulsory that you have to hire an agent, which is, I guess it's good because you're helping them out.
And it makes life a whole lot easier too.
Yeah. We don't want to have to deal with it, you know.
We think anyway.
Well, yeah, it sounds like it is. We don't really want to have to deal with the bureaucracy of all that kind of stuff. So it'll just make life easier. So yeah, he basically just comes and picks us up, takes us to like passport control. We have our passport stamped, show our vaccination certificate and everything. And then he has a driver that basically takes our boat papers to Kusadasi, which is like an hour and a half away. And he just does all of that, gets our transit log and everything sorted, and then delivers it back to us. So nice and easy.
Yeah, he does.
So yeah, we've just got to do like some washing and get ourselves a little bit organised, get a new SIM card for the country. So today and tomorrow we'll probably just be sorting our life out, and then we can figure out what we want to do from there. So we're just trying to decide whether to go north or south. It's obviously getting a little bit colder, but we thought maybe it would be a good idea to go north while it's not too cold and possibly sail up to Istanbul and then come back down as it gets colder, as it will be a little bit warmer south. So we're not really sure. Some people don't recommend to go north, and I think it gets quite busy with shipping lanes and
the weather can get pretty hairy too.
Yeah, pretty hairy weather. I think there's a few kind of areas that can be pretty horrible to kind of cross through. So
not many people sail this time of year.
Yeah.
But we're Aussies, so bring it on, baby.
Yeah, most people winter in a marina in Turkey or store their boat and go back home if they're like English or whatever. But it's way too far for us to do that. So, and you know, if we could go back to Australia if it wasn't COVID times, but we only got here 3 months ago, so, and it's expensive to go home. So we have a nice warm welcome to Turkey. Amazing weather that wasn't supposed to be here. It's supposed to be cloudy. Nice amount of wind. Nice water. Everything's amazing so far. I'm gonna be really excited.